I think this is very much a Unicorns of Love composition.
I think it definitely is the case. I mean, you take one thing away, they can find something else to really replace it, get themselves the global pressure, get themselves something that can survive strong.
This clash of styles, this desire to just find fights, and we'll see who can actually get the fights when they want them.
Yeah, that's the case. I mean, a lot of people talk about the Unicorns, big team.
Perkz isn't overextending, the possibility of a collapse, and speaking of that...
Oh, it's a catch. Oh, XerXes, the damage! Well...
walk in unaware and get all of his free damage down, but also you have a lot of pushing lanes with G2 on expect up in the top lane on the Renekton, and I wonder if they're going to go for this.
I think they are. Throws down the smoke screen, flashing preemptively. Chachi still got his, he's going to burn it, but is it too late? It is! A collateral damage from Trick means he gets a kill.
Trick moves in.
While it has been a quieter affair there, but still the shockwave's going to land in the mid. Exile a little bit low. Perkz is going to run it in. Here we go, the Abyssal Voyage to cut off Samix and Hylissang for their own tower. Hylissang is going to get walked right into the chains. Double chains are on right now, but Hylissang, he might not live through this one. They're going to flash, the ball is out, and Perkz claims another.
Mithy makes the roam to mid.
Harder and harder for Unicorns to try and contest this. Let's take a look up top, though, as the junglers are going to be joining in. The hammer comes out, it's flashed away from. Chachi has to burn his own. XerXes coming a little bit late. A slice, a dice, an auto, and a kill for the interior crocodile alligator.
Of Love make good work as we see a fight being forced from G2.
Curtain call is open. Hylissang's going to dodge one. He's going to dodge two, but has to force his flash on the last one's going to connect right on the edge of it, and he gets taken down by Trick. A teleport being expended, but G2 are going to be running away with
to turn around and force the fight because they should not go for a 50-50 steal.
Now they're going to turn around, and Perkz just absolutely melts through Samix here. Unicorns tried to respond, but it was G2 that were just a little... And they're realm warped out of there, but Hylissang is left on his own.
Hylissang has no flash.
Oh, he might get stopped up. He does have silences, however. Trick moving forward. He's going to try to dodge away. Flashing, and Trick with another. That's two for G2.
G2 simply used the Baron to force... Well, I say innovative, but just strong way to force a fight as Hylissang ends up going down again.
We just saw him die, but there he goes again. Hylissang is...
play from Trick to actually go over the wall and remove the blast cone threat. Will they commit, though?
Yep, Mithy, he's going to get the Grey Health on, and Chachi's going to send one flying, but he might give his life for it. They do manage to take down Mithy, and Exile goes in onto Trick, doesn't have the damage to finish the job. He has to warp out to safety, but not before Expect gets one last slice on him. It is a 2-for-1. G2 once again come out ahead.
G2 again moving around to the Baron to force these fights. This time it felt that they actually wanted to commit a little.
He throws down the Dominus, and in comes Mithy. Chachi's got a flash, and he is not going to be able to use it. 3-on-1 ain't fair, but Expect comes out with the kill.
And G2...
after that, Perkz is going to insta-cleanse the Nether Grasp of Hylissang, and he's still safe on the mid. The shockwave is huge. Command delete, and G2 are looking to do just that to visit Chachi. The hammer, the windup, it is not enough to knock everybody out of dodge. The redemption comes in, he gets Expect into a wall, and it is not enough damage. He flashes away. G2 keep all their members alive by the skin of their teeth, and they claim 2 unicorns.
Perkz turning to Hylissang and saying, that's not an ultimate, this is an ultimate. Using that, flashing in aggressively to get the shutdown onto him. Unicorns tried to turn around for a fight, but they are just so far behind and in such a bad position that it is a clean teamfight win for G2 as they are now kicking off the Baron.
Now Perkz is sitting around the other side to see if he can spot out a steal attempt by XerXes. Could be dangerous here. Samix and Exile are still there. Piercing Arrow comes in. Trick was already around the side and he spotted XerXes. The damage is not quite enough, and off screen, Perkz just picks off Exile. This is looking better and better for G2. XerXes would need to be the hero, but they are taking their time about this one. Hylissang incoming. G2 still committing for this. Very low. Mithy is tanking up too much. He dies. In goes XerXes! Oh my word, he doesn't get the steal, but that was close.
It certainly looked like it because he does get the kill onto Mithy. They are dividing the Unicorns lineup. They know they have a big gold lead, and now they're trying to force it.
Oh man, Perkz is just so slippery. He finally gets shut down, but Exile nearly eats.
A lot of vision control around their topside jungle, as they actually go for a bit of a 1v2 against Expect.
I mean, Expect is going to get stopped up for a second by the Nether Grasp, but look at how squishy Hylissang is, and Expect is recognizing that. Meanwhile, Trick was just polishing off another tower. Hylissang, he's going to get flashed on, he's going to get sliced down to 0, and Chachi just doesn't have the damage. The shockwave is pulling in Exile. Dodging the collateral damage, but it doesn't mean a thing. Expect is just too damn big, and G2 are onto the inhibitors. They don't need the Baron.
They do not, Pyra. They're looking to close that game one right now. They've gotten a kill onto Exile, a kill onto Hylissang, and they're in a prime position to look to finish this game.
Playing the game out the way they want in 38 minutes. That's about their average. They've got 2 inhibs down, and Perks is just chasing Chachi around the map.
He's got no health. Perks wants to pad out the KDA. I feel this is a little greedy from Perks. They should look to just try and end things now, but the rest of G2 seem to have the priorities straight.
Yes, they do. 16-4 in kills on this game. The gold has gone out of control for the Unicorns. They are trying desperately to fight back, but they are clinging to 2 Nexus towers and nothing else. G2 can easily clean up this Baron, grab themselves as much vision as they want to see Xerxes coming a mile away. There is so little Unicorns can do to snatch this game back.
And Chachi got away. He was able to outplay Perks. He didn't give away his life.
Always look on the bright side, eh, Vetty?
Always the bright side. And now we talked about the Baron. G2 already setting up around it. The question is, what can UOL do to try and get the steal back? Because we saw Cersei try earlier on, wasn't quite able to do it, but there's always a chance for another.
There's the Realm Warp. Oh, they've got everybody, but they're into the pit. The hammer. Oh, they're just going to take it down themselves. It's not stolen away. Trick secured it with the smite. It was a nice try, boys. But in the end, G2 Esports, they may not have been expecting that one, but they were able to finish it off.
I love the all-in play from the Unicorns of Love. That is such a Unicorns thing to do. They know their backs are against the wall, so they just make the play. They go in, all 5 members into the Baron pit. They try to force the steal, and while they can't get it, it doesn't matter because they go down valiantly.
Win or lose, these guys definitely played it out with style. Mithy swallows visit Chachi for the kill. It's gonna be only Nexus turrets taken down for the end of it all, 20-5. G2 playing out, cool, calm, collected, and they will take game number 1 over the Unicorns of Love.
Very clean game from G2 Esports. Early on when Cersei got that first blood, I thought, this is a great start for Unicorn. Cersei can now really start to snowball these lanes, get his solo laners ahead. They should have push in the bottom, but early on, perhaps a bit of nerve where the Azir can't really look to make a lot of aggressive plays, but the big shift now is G2 are playing once again towards that mid-game spike. They don't necessarily have early aggressors, but they do.
Yeah, and I think that's what we expected from last game as well. Chachi saying, all right, well, you want to try to bully me, I'm going to bully you in the next game. Just try to dodge out from the flame spitter of his spec. Putting it back to the safety of tower, but it is not over yet. Expect around the backside with an equalizer. It looked like he teleported on that ward, and Samix is going down for first blood. Trick is there to try and get 2. Doesn't manage to find it until the last second. Exile looking for revenge. In comes Xerxes. It is a party in this bot lane, but the Unicorns may not have the numbers. Exile does get a kill, but not before he goes down. Daisy looking to try and even the odds. But it's too late. Expect a Mithy. They should be able to walk away from this one.
3 for 1 in favor of G2. Remember that ward that Trick had already placed in the enemy jungle earlier on after the push that G2 had gone enabled Expect to go for this TP play down bot and get G2 all of these early kills.
Chachi couldn't match it, so instead he was stuck up in the top lane, pecking away at this tower. He won't even secure it right now. But 3 kills to 1 is something that G2 can be happy taking. Xerxes looking to push them back for now, but there's no backup except the Tom Kench comes out of the woodwork, and they find Expect on the backside. Samix getting a little revenge.
Good response from the unit.
It's creative, it's different. I really like that coming out of the mid laner, and Hylissang and Xerxes are gonna start a fight with Mithy and Trick. Sven around the side, Redemption's flying, teleport's going, it's getting crazy, and Mithy's gonna have to go back under tower. Exile around the backside, picks off Sven, curtain calls onto Mithy, they're gonna take him down as a double to Exile, looking for more. The Unicorns were the ones that got the collapse off, and Trick is fighting it out, but Chachi takes him down.
We told you it was about this point in the game where the Unicorns switch their on button on, and they finally force a fight, and they're looking straight for Baron.
20 minutes, it's just spawned right now. The Unicorns are going all in on this one. There's a teleport coming out of Expect. Daisy is tanking this Baron up. They're trying to collapse. The equalizer's on. In goes Chachi. He gets shuffled right on back, but this Baron's real low. It's gonna get secured. Smited down. Expects in the pit. He gives his life. Oh my goodness.
Ooh, we might not have time for that as a play comes top.
Everybody's on the top side. Expect finds himself in unfriendly territory. Daisy tanking everything through. Not enough minions to finish off that turret, and Samix gets blown away by Trick just up the river.
Unicorns of Love are suddenly all over the shop. Exile has been forced back, and G2 are looking for a potential collapse.
They might be able to do it here. No ultimate for Trick, but it's no problem at all as they've slowed down Hylissang. Chachi's going to get a big Gnar into the wall, but he may not go very far after that one. Looked like he was getting narbacued for just a second. Hylissang eats him up, but he's back to mini form. There is no tower, and Perkz shuffling around the side. They turn their attention to visit Chachi, but Perkz goes down. Chachi walks away, but not till a piercing arrow takes him down to Fountain. It is 2 for 1. G2 come.
Trick is able to punish him in rotation, and now...
Speaking of, all right, Sven's just trying to play ring around the river, or ring around the brush, I should say. Hylissang's going to eat him up. Kill secured by Xerxes.
Okay, this game is
back to Unicorns.
This game is getting a little bit out of control now, because now we have to look at Sven and wonder, what was he doing there? Not respecting the...
I don't even know anymore.
I don't even know anymore. We were praising G2 in game 1 for their clean execution. Game 2, Unicorns of Love
in here, expects not far behind. Chachi has TP, but Baron's already at half health.
Here comes the round war.
Oh, they're bringing everybody to the party. It was just a zone, but they weren't going to be anyway fooled by it, and now they take the Baron. Exile getting locked up. He's got shields for days. Chachi is around the side, but he's got no Gnar bar. They're looking for Expect, see if they can polish him off. Even though the Baron buff was there, Expect goes golden, and he might be going down. Doesn't take anybody with him, and Samix getting the kill credit for that. Perkz a little low. Daisy getting pulled into Trick. The rest of the team right on top of him. Perkz equalizes Exile, and Trick is left all by his own. It's a 2 for 1, but G2 have Baron on 3.
G2 just go for the force on self a little bit. Let's see if you can get anything else.
They've got Xerxes. Oh, they just bring everybody through, and they're going to stop up Sven for just a second. Mithy will give his life. Xerxes takes the kill credit. That's going to be a big dragon now for Unicorns of Love. Trick comes right on in, and he steals it right back away. Big plays for G2 to keep themselves from losing out on too much.
I'm pretty sure while that whole fight was going on, Trick was just doing the dragon. He was just standing there like, yeah, don't mind me.
It's already down to half health. They've got the damage, but Xerxes is going to throw in the brush. Will they be able to take it? Curtain calls open. They find one shot into Trick, one onto Mithy. In comes Daisy. It's down to 1,500. Is it going to get stolen away? Xerxes plays the hero, and he grabs it right from under G2's nose. And Exile around the side gets Perkz. This is going great for Unicorns right now. They're getting knocked up, but Hylissang is going to get a nom on onto Samix. Mithy and Sven, a double kill. They're looking for everything. They nearly get the ace and a triple for the Rise. What the hell was that?
Xerxes, that was a great steal, but G2, what are you doing? There is no need for you to go for a 50-50 Baron smite and give the game to the Unicorns of Love, because with that, with those death timers, there is no way that the Unicorns can be stopped.
Just when it looked like it was going to be a real close one that might go all the way, the Unicorns, they're finding the way to finish the game. One big, crucial mistake from G2 Esports, and the Unicorns just grab everything off the back of this. With Daisy taking the turret, it's only Expect. A few seconds left on Trick. They get the exhaust, they get the towers, they force the flash from Expect, and it will be a hell of a hold if Trick can hold on to this one. Chachi's still tanking through. The last Nexus turret is down. But Mithy and Perkz are back up, and Unicorns, they've got to retreat from this one. Chachi a little bit low, and Exile is going to get shut down. The rest of the Unicorns trying to get out of town. It's Hylissang who's going to make it out with Xerxes, or is he? Hylissang might be giving his life as well, and it is nearly a reverse ace.
But it's too little too late for G2, because what objectives are they going to get off the back of this? He used his brushes really well. He put a ward in them, so actually Unicorns had vision over the Baron, whereas G2 did.
But it's about up anyways. That's no problem. Oh, the teleport from Chachi. Oh, are you kidding me? Is he going to be able to get this one? He hops in. There's no Nexus turrets. He's got one shot. He's got two. He's going to have to flash around the side. Expect picks up Exile. But the Nexus is going low. There's a double kill for Sven. They've managed to finish it. Daisy is going to be the only one left. They defend, but there's a big Gnar. 1-0, 2-0, 3. No, he just get it. Oh, are you kidding? There's one damn hit left.
Sven gets the quadra kill and stops Unicorns from ending the game. UOL, what was that? Why would you commit all 5 members to ending? Those are really long death timers, and G2 mid, they might look to end the game.
They're looking to do it right now. You can already see Perkz moving it up the mid. The rest of the team's there. They've got Trick on defense. There's 30 seconds left on everybody, Vedius.
G2 may very well be able to turn this one around. question what G2 were doing, but then UOL go and make the same sort of a play. Are G2 actually going to do it?
They've just got Nexus turrets left. I mean, there's still 8 seconds on Hylissang. There's still 5 seconds on Samix. They're going to plow through the rest of it. It's 40 minutes into this game. What a wild one it's been. But in the end, it is going to be G2-0. Holy moly!
Look at the joy on their faces. I cannot believe that game ended the way it did. G2 did not deserve to win that game.